So the next book I wanted to talk about is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I was a little bit conflicted about American Gods. Everyone I have ever met has told me that I absolutely must read American Gods. It's this great work of modern literature, especially fantasy literature, and nothing but great reviews, and oh, Gaiman's such a great writer. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Neil Gaiman, but I think American Gods was a little bit hyped up, which isn't to say that it's not a good novel. It is a really good novel. It approaches American culture in a way that only a person who is not American can. And because Gaiman is British, I think he's able to look at American culture much more objectively and then tell us about what he sees more honestly than an American writer could. The book follows around a character named Shadow who winds up in the employ of a god, and it shows him going through the country with this god, recruiting other old gods to fight against the new gods. And I love the concept of the old gods versus the new gods, because we know all of the old gods, and we meet several of the old gods. We meet, Odin and Thor and Astra and Jesus and Anansi, all kinds of old gods that were brought into America from an old world. And then the new gods that were invented in America, like the god of the internet and the god of the TV, the objects and the ideas that we as Americans put a lot of our time and energy and, by extension, worship into. That whole concept was really cool. And when you finally get to the end of the novel and you see where it was driving to, also really cool. It has this neat twist at the end, but the pacing is a little bit slow, not necessarily in a bad way, but in a way that I wasn't expecting. Gaiman takes his time working his way slowly through America, letting Shadow kind of savor each day and each moment as he's walking through America, and as he's meeting these various gods, and as he's meeting just regular mortals who are going about their lives not realizing that there's this war going on between all of the gods. And it's really a beautiful picture of American life and American ideals and the good and the bad that we have in our country.